And welcome back to the second half of the Pine-Richland North Allegheny field hockey game. It's the second time this season these two teams have met. The first game, Pine-Richland won at North Allegheny 2-0, and the score right now stands the same, 2-0 Pine-Richland. Tonight is senior night, and Pine-Richland honored several of their seniors. This will be their final home game unless they get a home berth for Whippeal, which would be on October 25th. And in order to do that, they need to win this game tonight. So at the beginning of the second half, the teams have switched sides. And North Allegheny is going to start with the ball. They're just waiting for the refs. And it's the beginning of the second period. Second half, excuse me. There's a nice aerial ball, but stopped by Pine-Richland and brought back out. That's going to be Pine-Richland ball there as it went out on the North Allegheny stick. Nice pass back by Pine-Richland.
Yeah, so you will see as the game goes on, Pine-Richland will start using those pass back and holding to the ball, trying to run the clock out. It is currently 29 minutes left to go, so it's pretty, have a lot of time right now. But as time goes on, since Pine-Richland is ahead, you will see them hold on to the ball more and keep it in their back and try to keep that ball away from North Allegheny.
We just saw Molly Rottinghouse bring the ball down into the circle and draw a foul on a North Allegheny player. And again, this is a penalty corner. And we have the Pine-Richland player down on the baseline who's going to hit the ball up to the top of the circle. There'll be a stop, and typically a pass or a shot on goal.
Whoa, that was a very good save by North Allegheny.
That was quite a save.
Very good. Again, you see Pine-Richland is still putting on all that pressure. And keeping North Allegheny away because the game is still pretty close. There's 2 goals. There's 28 minutes left. A lot could happen in this time. So
absolutely.
Pine-Richland wants to get away and cushion that. Pine-Richland would want to get as many goals as possible to keep NA from. To keep this game from going into overtime and NA coming back.
And he's going to bring the ball out
to the 25-yard line. That was very good hit. But then again, if they're just hitting it back there to have a player run onto it and get in. And they see a very good hit by number 17, Ava Loscott. She is very good at doing those hits and getting the ball down there. And sometimes you just need to do that and have people run onto it. But then again, it could turn into a ping pong where it's just going back and forth.
Pine-Richland did a nice double team there on a player when you have 2 defenders on an offensive player to try to obtain the ball.
Currently have Molly Rottinghouse running onto that. She's a very good runner, running onto that, and that was a give and go with number 3, Marina Miller. So you will see that happening a lot. She is the midfielder, the middle midfielder. So her job is to move that ball in the center and get it, from defenders to forward. So you will see her doing a lot of running and a lot of moving the ball around.
Pine-Richland's trying to get the ball out of their end of the field, bring it up towards the 50.
So Pine-Richland seems to be trying to get the ball out, but right now it seems they are not necessarily passing to their own players. As you just see, number 13, Vivian Kavanaugh, end up passing that ball right to an NA player.
Directly to her stick.
Exactly. You do not want to do that. It does happen, but it seems that's one of the things Pine-Richland needs to work on. So that will be NA's ball coming in. Number 7.
Nice job bringing the ball out by Pine-Richland, number 17.
As time goes on and you get close to the half, that is very good job by Ava Loscott in keeping number 40 at bay and like taking the ball away from her. Towards the end, whenever like players start getting more tired, you will see a lot of like ping pong and more sluggish. But so far, it seems none of the players are running out of gas. Both teams are pretty strong, and NA is applying a lot of pressure right now. They're doing a very good job with that, and Pine-Richland is kind of like caught in the middle.
Both teams are getting some gifts from the opposite team. Sometimes it seems that, and that happens, that your pass goes directly to another player's on the other team's stick.
And you have Marina Miller again. That was a very nice stop by her. She does play lacrosse, so her skills from lacrosse definitely helps with field hockey and bringing down those balls that are in the air. So that is another reason why she is a midfielder and does a good job of moving the ball around. And she's also very quick, so once she gets that ball, he'll definitely get up there.
That was a nice job intercepting that.
So as you see
Vivian
between
Cavanaugh.
number 13 Vivian Cavanaugh, there were 5 NA players right in front of her trying to block that ball to getting from Sarah Metzmeyer, because if Sarah Metzmeyer gets that ball, she gets it up there, there will most likely be a goal. So trying to keep the ball from getting to Sarah Metzmeyer is definitely a good idea.
Allegheny is fighting hard to get inside that circle.
And the NA, Pine-Richland's doing a very good job of keeping them out. But Pine-Richland really hasn't had the ball down in NA's section in quite some time. So we'll see what happens. Again, you see ping pong and passing back and forth between teams. Molly Routinghouse will have that ball right now. That was a very nice give and go between players. So that is like a textbook play right now, textbook play. You want to see that, and you will see that a lot. Pine-Richland bring it down in the middle, down at the bottom, and then pass it back up the top and shoot in. It always works out well it usually works out well for them, and Pine-Richland just got the ball down in NA's, circle since like a while.
It's like a little confusion on the player's part as to who had possession, but it is inside the circle, and it's, oh man,
very close.
So close.
But I think one of the problems that Pine-Richland has with getting the ball in there is like they do a good job of getting it down there, but sometimes the ball is usually very end of the cage and it usually doesn't go in. It's a very good shot, but they have a problem of like having the ball at the edge of the cage and having a problem of putting it in all the time. But they do a good job of bringing it down in there and getting it and keeping it in the circle.
I guess Sarah Metzmeyer again, who has
as you
almost
can,
magical stick skills in obtaining the ball and getting that corner. Really nice job. So again, we got the corner. We have the 4 defenders for North Allegheny plus their goalie inside the cage. They have to remain behind the end line. They can't go over the end line at all until the pass is made from the Pine-Richland player.
Again, as we're in the second half, and currently Pine-Richland's a little bit ahead, so you will see Pine-Richland try to take longer to take those hits and going in the circle and doing stuff like that. So you will see them trying to run down the clock by taking more time to getting shots. So early in the game, you will see players move faster and try to get the ball in there and get a goal. But as we go slower in time, if you're ahead, you definitely want to slow it down as much as possible and keep the clock running.
Oh, we got a Pine-Richland foot there.
Yeah, that was a NA foot and then a Pine-Richland foot, so I guess there was no point in calling that one.
They canceled each other out.
So number 7, Christy Malco, who's a senior, currently has the ball. So she's doing a very good job of passing it up there and moving it up forward. So Pine-Richland is definitely they are putting on the pressure now, and they're looking for a third goal to put an even bigger gap between them and NA.
So that was an attempted lift. She was trying to lift the ball over players, and sometimes it doesn't happen the way we want it to, and it ended up hitting her own player, and the possession went back to Pine-Richland.
Exactly, and that was way too close to Pine-Richland players. So you do not want to be lifting the ball into players like that. A, they can get hurt, and B, you get a penalty and you lose the ball. So if you want to hit the ball in the air like that, you need to be away from players and be sending it to a big space. Again, you see Sarah Mooney doing a very good job in getting that ball up to number 4, Molly Rottinghouse. Number 3, Marina Miller. So Sarah Mooney does a very good job in bringing that ball up there and keeping the ball from getting down there. So you definitely have a lot of defense players. I think Pine-Richland is especially stacked with a lot of strong offenders, but they also have a very strong defense also.
One of the things that keeps catching Pine-Richland is their diagonal passes. Diagonal pass is really easy for the defense to cut off.
See, that was a swing and a miss. Sometimes the ball moves too fast and you got to slow down. Again, Molly Rottinghouse has that ball. You will see a lot of players on her to try to get the ball away. That will be a corner for Pine-Richland. So again, Pine-Richland's adding on the pressure, trying to get that goal in. We can see if that goes in.
So Molly Rottinghouse is taking the hit up to the top of the circle.
So they do
Sarah
change
Metzmeyer.
players around. Again, that was a very good shot. So definitely great stop by North Allegheny, because Pine-Richland has had a lot of opportunities, and that will be a goal for Pine-Richland, I believe.
I think that's going to be a North Allegheny
Oh, is
ball
it?
coming
Oh.
out. I
Excuse-
believe it was off of one of the North Allegheny players.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was, again, very close. So Pine-Richland is definitely adding on the pressure, but NA is doing a very good job in keeping that ball out, because Pine-Richland has had many opportunities to get the ball in, and so far they only have had 2 goals. So NA is doing a great defense, doing a great job of blocking them. And again, they're doing more job of adding 2 or more players and people and trying to get that ball away and separate Pine-Richland. So, very good. And that ball went out on Pine-Richland, so NA number 40, Sam Marion, will be getting that ball. Again, you will see both teams put a lot of pressure on each other's good players. So number 7, Angie Genter, is a very pretty good forward for NA, so you will see them put pressure on each other and try to cut those players off. Currently, we have Ella Rottinghouse, Molly Rottinghouse's little sister, on that ball, so she's also doing a very good job in bringing that ball up and connecting the defenders and offenders. Currently, Sarah Metzmeyer has the ball, and she is bringing it in very quickly.
That should be a corner.
Yes, will be a
That
corner.
was off the foot of a North Allegheny player.
Exactly. So Pine-Richland has yet another opportunity to get a goal in there. So we shall see if they can get another goal. And
So Laura Sharon taking the hit out.
and I believe that will be going to Sarah. So see if we can get a shot in.
Over to Molly. Oh, that's a nice pull. See if she can get the shot going.
Ooh, again, very close. NA is doing a fantastic job in keeping that ball out. Again, Pine-Richland has had many opportunities, and both teams are playing very hard, but Pine-Richland is definitely adding on the pressure and keeping the score the way it is, and keeping NA from scoring, and not giving NA a chance to breathe and bring that ball down there. again, doing a very good job in channeling. Again, that was one of those passes where you pass to the other team and you misjudge the space. But she did have a very good stop and being patient in channeling that, but unfortunately it did not go her way.
It's Heidi Van Dyke with the ball. It should be a Pine-Richland ball. Heidi will continue up the field.
There is currently about 15:30 remaining in the second half. So you will see Pine-Richland trying to get a goal, but also trying to slow things down coming down in the second half of, in the the remaining half of this game.
Pine-Richland does a very nice job of changing the field, switching sides, the ball, some great passing. And that's a really good skill to have, as it can throw the other team off. They can have their momentum going towards one side, and then you can shift it back the other way.
As you can see, Ella Rottinghouse, number 16, moves very much like her sister. She's very quick and does a curve, like a curling up curve, whenever she gets that ball. So they are both very quick and very good at distributing that ball and working well together. So. Oh, that was a great shot. I think if number 22, Claire Loftus, I believe?
Yes.
Number 22, Claire Loftus, if she had had her stick on the ground and ready to go, that would have most likely been a goal. Again, that is Pine-Richland's one of their problems, that they do a very good job getting the ball out there and shooting, but when they shoot, it's not always in the the cage. You have to have somebody there to get it in, and that was a mistake there. It was a very good shot. Unfortunately, Claire Loftus was not able to get that ball in.
It was a nice job crossing the ball and getting it into the circle. Someone's down on the field, it looks like.
So I guess she is good to go. So a very good recovery. So it will be continuing. I believe this will be a Pine-Richland corner. So we again, Pine-Richland has had many corners, many opportunities. I don't believe NA. Yeah, I don't believe NA has had any corners. Have they?
I think there's been one, maybe in the first half.
Yeah, the first half. But like in the second half, I don't think NA has had an opportunity. Wow, that was, again, very good shot. We'll see. So, again, you have to have your stick down for that ball to go in. And the problem that Pine-Richland's running into is that their players are not having their the sticks down. So,
how many players there are in the circle?
There's a lot. It's very congested.
A game of sardines.
So whenever players are clumped like that together, obviously they're more likely to get penalties, and especially for defense, it's very hard for them. It's because they're trying to stop the ball, but at the same time, what Pine-Richland players will be looking to do is hitting that ball in their feet, because you're not allowed to have the ball hit your feet. So
that was a really nice quick shot by Sarah Messmeyer.
Yes.
Just went wide of the goal.
A lot of that seems to happen in Pine-Richland. It will be wide of the goal, so they players at the end getting that in. But as I was saying earlier, whenever you have corners and everybody in there so congested, you will have Pine-Richland players or the opposing team trying to hit your feet with that, trying to hit the ball into your foot. Because if the ball hit your foot in that, there's a penalty in another corner and an opportunity for them. The ball just moved very quickly down to Pine-Richland corner. But that will go out on NA, so it will be Pine-Richland's ball on the 15-yard line. 16-yard line. We have 12 minutes remaining in the second half, so we shall see how North Allegheny applies pressure and try to get the ball away from Pine-Richland. Again, Pine-Richland's trying to do a lot of passing right now to catch their breath because passing is faster and easier than a lot of the running. So.
Another attempt at an aerial ball that wasn't dangerous, though, so the ref did not blow his whistle.
It was pretty
and
low.
Stop that play. It wasn't.
And again, Molly Rottinghouse is about to get that ball, so watch out. Very good pass to Sarah Metzmeyer. You see how well they work together.
Wow.
And that is the
That is
result. That
fantastic.
is the result of Sarah Metzmeyer and Molly Rottinghouse working together. That was a very textbook play, and Pine-Richland will be 3 up on North Allegheny. So this is definitely good for Pine-Richland right now. They can breathe a little bit easier, switch out people more and not worry as much and hold on to the ball because now they have more of a cushion with only 11 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the second half. So Sarah Metzmeyer just got that ball in, and Molly Rottinghouse was the assist. So now I think we should start seeing Pine-Richland, relax a little bit, but they will still be adding a lot of pressure because they are playing their rival, North Allegheny, and they will want to get as many goals as possible because more goals that you have, the better that will help you in the whip heels and stuff in deciding, who gets advantage and all that kind of stuff. But as you just saw, Pine-Richland did a pass back, meaning that they send the ball back to their defenders, and their defenders will be passing it back and forth and playing around with that. So once you have the time, they will be trying to waste time and keep the ball and keep possession of the ball. They don't want to give it away, so they will be passing a lot. And that was another goal
one
by, I believe, Sarah Metzmeyer.
That was Sarah Metzmeyer's 28th goal of the season. That was absolutely fantastic.
That is amazing.
And there was no letdown whatsoever on the momentum.
Exactly.
If anything, I think that gave them more confidence.
Exactly. So they are on a momentum high right now.
And what an exciting game for Sarah Metzmeyer to be a senior here on senior night. 28th goal of the season, and to watch her and Molly Rottinghouse, both seniors, both captains, playing so well together at this game.
It will be definitely hard to see them go. But they are very key players for Pine-Richland, so it is amazing that they are both very healthy to play off of each other and get that ball in. Currently, Pine-Richland has NA asked for a timeout, I believe. NA timeout?
I believe that was an NA timeout.
Yeah. So Pine-Richland now will try to possess the ball more. They will still want to score more, and get as many goals as possible. But Pine-Richland will want to hold on to that ball and not try to give it to North Allegheny.
It's interesting looking at, there sure are some big shoes to fill in some of these seniors that are graduating.
Definitely.
But as you look at some of the underclassmen and even some of the juniors, there's quite a few players coming up that have a lot of strength, that some very good stick skills, some good game sense.
Yeah, for example,
very strong.
I feel like Ella Rottinghouse will be taking her sister's place as time goes on, because she is already a right midfielder and her sister's center, so I feel that's a good thing to have her in there. But you also have strong players like Heidi Van Dyke and Alexa Sharon and Alora Sharon. They are all very good players, and Abby Baraka is only a sophomore, so they will have her for some time to come. So that will be a very good thing to have a goalie that is experienced and will be very good as time come out. And you also have Claire Lothis. She's very good at bringing the ball up the field and working that out. So it's definitely very good to have these upcoming key players and having replacements, because there are a lot of key players leaving, as you said, Molly Rottinghouse, Sarah Metzmeyer, and some other players such as Sarah Mooney for defense. So it is good that they have some people filling that, because I don't know how next season's going to go for Pine-Richland, but these players are definitely a key part in their contribution to winning and doing well this season.
It's exciting to watch Pine-Richland progress, and even in the reveals last year, and just progressing with their record every year. It will be, I don't think it will be very long before they're able to take on some of the teams out east that typically become your state champions.
Exactly.
I know that's one of Coach Steve's goals, is to spread field hockey throughout Western PA. And I think Pine-Richland is well on its way to doing that.
The problem Pine-Richland or the eastern part of PA field hockey programs have against the western part is that it's about the stick skills. And for Pine-Richland, like, they do very good job of playing fast and doing well, but it's all about the stick skills. In states, it's very difficult. A lot of penalties happen because due to the lack of good stick skills. So that's what is very important in states, and right now Pine-Richland is not as strong as they can be in that. So over the years, Pine-Richland will definitely be looking into working on their stick skills and doing better at that in order to take on the other teams in eastern Pennsylvania. So definitely looking forward to see how that goes, but right now that is the #1 problem Pine-Richland is having in going to states and achieving that. So again, the Rams are still applying a lot of pressure. They do want to score. They do want to get that goal in there. And I think they're playing harder than they were. That was, again, very close shot.
These seniors are hungry. They're having a blast out there.
Yes,
They're really enjoying themselves, which is exactly what you want to see on a senior night.
Yeah, so because it's like one of the last, for some of these seniors, it's one of the last games they're going to be put in full time, and they're going to get their own playing time. And it's definitely bittersweet moment, but you play your heart out there and put it all on the field, and you can go home and knowing that you had no regret. So it is definitely a very intensive game. I think even if they're tired right now,
absolutely,
they are thinking, this is one of my last games. I'm going to give it all my all and leave it on that field. You can see NA is applying some pressure right now and trying to get it down there. But again, Pine-Richland is doing a very good job in holding them off. I don't think the ball has hardly been in Pine-Richland half, but NA is applying some pressure right now. See how that goes. Again, you have Marina Miller on that ball, and that is a very good pass to Sarah Metzmeyer. Right now, we need a player up there with her to help her, but she's doing a pretty good job on her own. Right, she's got it.
We got a 1-on-5. Okay, we got a 3-on-5 now.
All right. See, that was a very good give and go between all these players for Pine-Richland. So the very good give and go, and having two players on that and going back and forth gets the ball up there very fast. So that will be a corner for Pine-Richland. We shall see if they can get the ball in the cage.
See if they can convert this one.
So that was a pass back to Vivian Kavanaugh, and Molly Ridinghouse will have it in and bring it in. So again, that was a good shot by
nice,
Molly.
Powerful shot.
Yes. Again, Pine-Richland does do a good job of keeping the ball down there and coming it down there, but again, that is one of the problems they have in getting the ball exactly on goal. It usually goes wide just a little. Got to work on that one.
Pine-Richland's doing a nice job of pressuring North Allegheny, and it slowly wears that defense down. And if you think about the North Allegheny players, not only the ones that are in the cage on a corner, but the ones that have to go back to the 50-yard line. And as soon as the play starts on the corner, they have to sprint back down to the goal cage. You do that a few times in addition to running in a game, and that wears you out.
I'm telling you, it gets tiring. Believe me, getting in that cage and running back and forth, after your 5th time of doing that, you get tired pretty quickly. And it's hard to defend once you're tired and you're worried about running and keeping that ball out your cage. So Pine-Richland has been doing a very good job of applying pressure and keeping the ball in their cage, and that is tiring out North Allegheny. So again, as you saw with Lauren Peterman, she did try to hit that ball in NA's foot. Again, she did that
Very
again.
nicely done by
Yes.
Peterman there,
So
drawing the foul.
trying to draw that penalty.
Field. Pull it back.
And yes, exactly. So switch the field, draw that penalty,
go.
use your time, and take the time to slow NA down and run down that clock. Right now, there's 5:30 left to go in this half. So again, another one of those.
Peterman.
So she's doing a very good job of that.
She's
She will
pretty pumped tonight.
exactly. I believe she will be one of those players that will be doing a good job in replacing some of our players that are leaving, such as Sarah Mooney. So it is a
Yes.
very good thing to have a player like her. I think in future years she will definitely improve a lot and be a key part in Pine-Richland's defense. Again, Pine-Richland has been dominating a lot for this second half. I think they're doing a better job than they were in the first half. So
that's a
definitely
good point
adrenaline
right
high. So very good for Pine-Richland for keeping the pressure on to this point.
Yeah, we got another corner.
Yes.
Pine-Richland player drew a nice penalty inside the circle into the foot of a North Allegheny player.
And right now, North Allegheny's mental state can't be very good right now because they have had a lot of corners. They're not getting the ball. Pine-Richland's keeping it away from them, and they're down by 4. So right now, North Allegheny feels like they have no hope, and they are less likely to try and
there's
get that
another
ball
goal.
in. That
Now we're at 5-0, and I'm pretty
5-0.
sure that's not helping.
Yes, I believe that. Just so I believe. Yes, again. So as you can see, NA players are definitely down. Pine-Richland is just going to keep going with the momentum and getting better off of that, and we'll try to get more goals. Because obviously, I think you want to make it hurt a little bit. So it's not about just winning here for Pine-Richland. It's about getting the most goals possible and doing their best.
Again, this is a key rivalry, and a win tonight for Pine-Richland means a home berth for Whitfield semifinals, which is on October 25th. So they will most likely be playing here again
Yes.
in a few weeks.
So that is a very good thing to have because having the home field advantage is definitely a great thing for mental game. As you can see, there are a lot of people here to see this game, this field hockey game. So going into Whitfields, you want to have that that good positive atmosphere and having your home behind you. So this is a definite key win for Pine-Richland. So after this they will definitely be winning us. They will be section champs. So very good hit. I think this is like a first hit NA got on Pine-Richland in a while. But as you can see, they will try to burn time and hold on to that ball. So again, Pine-Richland still adding on the pressure and still keeping NA out. So this is very intense game and well done.
I don't know what just happened there. It looked like a
kind
somebody
of
was
fall.
hooked, maybe with the stick.
Oh.
I don't know if it didn't look intentional necessarily.
Again, you have a Laura Sharon on that ball. Try to pass to number 13, Vivian Kavanaugh, and you will see that happen sometimes where it does go to the other team. So that was unfortunate, but
You can see the legs on both sides getting kind of tired.
Yes,
The
yes.
effort that both of these teams has put out tonight has been very impressive.
Yes, and NA is not putting in a lot of effort right now because they're both tired, and actually I think that will be a corner for. Or is it a 25 going in? So that'll be a 25.
going in.
Yeah, it will be a 25 going in for NA. So that will be kind of a confident booster for them. But NA is losing. They are tired. So their mental state, actually that will be a corner for North Allegheny. So that is a good confidence booster for them. Pine-Richland can easily stop that. But then again, if they don't stop it, it's not a major thing for them. It's only 2 minutes remaining in the half. So Pine-Richland will try to keep that out, but if they don't keep it out, it is not detrimental to the outcome of this game. Again, you see Molly Rottinghouse running on that, and that was a very close ball, so that did go a little bit outside, so that will be no goal.
Looked
But
like an attempt at an aerial shot that perhaps didn't quite go as high as she had wanted. So Pine-Richland's bringing the ball out.
So you will see at the end, like number 17, Ava Loscott just did, is hit it as far down as you can. So make North Allegheny run for that ball. So you don't want to necessarily be passing it up all the time. You just want to hit it out and keep it out.
And here come the Rams in the circle. And
so that was a very quick movement back down to NA's side. So you want to keep it in NA's side, just keep hitting it down there, and you want to tire them out and keep them out. And again, NA will try to be doing the same thing and just hitting it down there and having people run onto it because they are running out of time. So they have to do something. That was a very good try by Keegan Klein, number 14. So players such as Keegan Klein, Ella Rottinghouse, and Ava Loscott, Lauren Peterman, you will see more of those players being put in right now because you want to save the energy of the NA Pine-Richland players. Oh, wow.
That is at the end of the game.
Exactly. So you want to be preventing things exactly like that from happening. So towards the end of the game, especially for Pine-Richland, since they are up by 5 points, they would want to take out their key players. So that is a corner against Pine-Richland, and there's 26 seconds left. So we shall see how this corner plays out.
Still waiting for an injured player to leave the field. There we go. Well, I think they're doing it again because they were still actually just on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
There's a corner by North Allegheny.
Mm-hmm.
A shot, and it is a save by Pine-Richland again.
So Sarah Mooney was doing a good job taking that out, so she should have just continued taking it out. So that ball is out, so there's only 4 seconds remaining in the game. So that will be the end of the game, and Pine-Richland will win this game 5-0. So this is definitely great win for Pine-Richland. They will get home field advantage for the semi-Whippeals. As you can see, the players are very pumped, very good for senior night, a very good confident booster. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Have a great evening, and congratulations to the Pine-Richland women's field hockey.